The best way to address Beauty and the Beast is to acknowledge that the characters don't have any sense of time. So let's kind of start from the times at which time is mentioned. And we know that the Beast is cursed until his 21st birthday because they say that like in the first like 30 seconds of the movie. The next time we hear time is mentioned is when they sing Be My Guest, and they're like, 10 years we've been resting, and there's so much more than dusting, which is why we're dusting off all the facts and getting down to business. So let's take it through the movie chronologically. So day one, Maurice leaves, and Belle stays in town, and he gets captured by the Beast. In the same day, it looks like, because we didn't see a sunset and we didn't see any like vision of night, we see that Gaston tries to propose to Belle, and she's like, nah. And then the horse comes back, and she's like, oh no, Dad, and then goes and finds him. That evening, Maurice is sent back into town because Belle takes his place as a prisoner, and he tries to convince the villagers to come with him and Gaston's like, no. And Belle, in the same night, gets sung Be Our Guest, and finds the flower, and then tries to escape because the Beast is being a complete tool, and then comes back. Like, that's day one. On day two, Maurice is like, oh, I'm gonna go find my daughter, and leaves. And it looks like it's nighttime when he does that. Meanwhile, Belle and the Beast like start to fall in love after he shows her the library, and everyone like seems super stoked, and that's when Gaston is like, okay, here's the deal. Maybe like in between these 2 days, Gaston's like, here's the deal, asylum guy, gotta capture Maurice and make Belle marry me by doing this. And the guy's like, yes, I love it. Right? So yeah, like, okay, cool. So anyway, on this night, Belle and the Beast have the ball, and then they see in the mirror that Maurice is getting like sick and ill, and she's able to find him in that time, like within a couple of hours probably, maybe, because she does. She leaves on horse and she finds him, and everyone's like super stoked or whatever. She's super stoked. And in the same night, Gaston finds out that they're back, and we know this because the minion who somehow turned into a snowman and did not die of hypothermia, telling us it wasn't that long in which he was waiting, gets him and tells him, like, look, they're back, and you gotta go marry that girl, right? So they lay siege on the castle in the morning transition onto this day, and then after Gaston dies, and the Belle is, like, sad because the Beast is about to die and tells him she loves him and all that stuff, like, everything's fine and normal. And then it becomes daytime again, so, like, So, you know, like, and that's day 3, right? Like, we don't actually know how much time has passed. And that leads me to the point that maybe the real story here is that the Great Fairy is like a dick. And, like, who curses an 11-year-old? If 10 years is true and it's his 21st birthday, that's 10 years. You're cursing an 11-year-old who doesn't have any parents. Of course he's rude. He doesn't have anyone to spank him. Come on. Like, and then not only does she curse this kid, but she also curses all the villagers around her, like, in the villages, like, around them, and I say that because Gaston thinks, somehow, that maybe asking a girl to marry him the same day is a good idea, and Belle marrying this guy that she's only known for 3 days, and she seems like a sensible girl for the most part, in 3 days is, like, a great idea. So really, I think that the Great Fairy was just like, you know what, screw you guys, and just messed up town and messed up time, and that was it. There you go. That's your answer. Extra credit point. The Great Fairy continues to be a dick, and I say that because she's cursed and turned only one person in the whole entire castle into a clock, which is fine, that's Cogsworth, except he's constantly spinning the hands on his clock. What time is he gonna know? Like, he doesn't know what time it is. He's always spinning it. Like, he could be accurate 1 minute and then wrong the next because he gets punched out or falls, and then like, boom, like, it's done. Like, so even if it hasn't been 10 years, the one working clock is human, so it doesn't even matter. Like, there's no way you're gonna have any sense of time at all. That's just it. And she's like, you know what? Screw you guys. I don't care if it's been 10 years or 1.